Right now, the nation is remembering the 18th anniversary of the September 11th terror attacks.
2,996 people lost their lives in the attacks when hijackers collided with the World Trade Center in New York City, the Pentagon in Washington, D.C., and the open field in Pennsylvania.
White House officials joined memorial services across the nation. Vice President Mike Pence was on the ground in Pennsylvania where United Flight 93 crashed.
The American people will never forget or ever fail to be inspired by the courage of the men and women of Flight 93. We honor them by remembering them. And we honor them by resolving here and now that we will do as they did, each of us, in all of our varied roles, to prevent such evil from ever reaching our shores again.
Here in Arizona, memorials were almost held to remember the victims.
Cronkite News reporter Mariah Gallegos attended a service here in Phoenix.
I went to the city's memorial service and spoke with people today who remembered where they were and what they were doing when they heard the news of the attacks.
Police officers, firefighters, and Valley residents gathered for a memorial to pay tribute to the victims and rescuers of the September 11th tragedy. Many people remembered where they were when they heard the news.
My college roommate's father worked in the area of the Pentagon that was hit. I remember the uncertainty as we waited for news about where he was.
They also remember the confusion and disbelief.
I was leaving campus to go study at my parents' house, and I arrived and saw the second plane hit the tower, and I thought it was a replay of the first plane.
Phoenix Fire Captain Kenny Overton says the images are ingrained in his memory.
It was a horrific day, obviously, on duty, on site that day. The optimism that we were going to find pockets of survivors, never found any.
Bill Canner is a retired captain of the New York City Fire Department. He remembers everything.
Went on recovery. The grapplers would pull up large sections months later. Fire would still show. It was quite an effort, cleanup and recovery, and trying to bring closure to family members, both fire, police, and civilian, of the remains of their loved ones.
Canner said he still can't look at the book of names and pictures because so many of them he knew.
Many of the people I spoke with said even 18 years later, they'll never forget the emotions of that day. Mariah Gallegos, Cronkite News.